Well, this is awkward. Last time we were here, I was killing Momcar, who was threatening to kill her Fiora. Oh well, times change. One of my team go to start as I jokings, but no has come back. I just know something happened to him. What can I do? Oh, he said he would just go do Dunban Mountain and check. I'm worried about, but I know can go. Team Lee, yes, Team Lee no can leave here. I just hope he comes back soon. Yes, clearly.
I wonder why that's not a side quest.
Who knows? It's a little hint. It's a little tidbit. Hey everyone though, welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles. In the last episode, we went back home to Colony 9, and we're here now in Valak Mountain, and we find that we can no longer go back to Puzzle Valley because of reasons.
Yeah.
But thanks for watching everyone. We've had a great insight. We'll see you next time. We are here back in Valak Mountain because we think that there is something that has been overdue. Granted, the last time we were here in Valak Mountain, it wasn't really a good time to explore, especially with the matter at hand.
Yeah.
But there's something that we want to tackle in this episode, and one thing alone. It's time for another skill tree. And we're focusing on our main man, one-armed man, Dunban. How many man's man can a Dunban man if a man could do Dunban? That was terrible and I don't know why I tried. But we are going to show you just how will you go about doing the Obstinate tree. So, as Zaku said, a team member went down at the mountain and hasn't come back. This to me is a really awkward way to set a quest in motion, because if you look, you see an ice wall here. It's very off to the side, you don't notice it, but if you look very, very carefully on the mini-map, there's a side quest. And a lone Nopon is there. How the hell are you alive? You're shaking though for a good reason, man.
I do like the shine in this room.
It's very shimmery. It has people but might call it tacky, but it's ice. It's like that. Help come at last! Me messed up and took it catch me. Now me can go back to other researchers. Oh no! This isn't time the gods come every day.
Could it be that the exit was blocked? It looks like we came along at a bad time.
But there's no way you lose to them. Jokers won't let me get away. Get rid of them so they can no come after me. Jokers are on low right now, but you still need to be careful. What do you mean? Oh, right. Cutting Chokins, you just stand there. Good luck, guy. Good luck, Nopon. The funny thing is, you can technically leave him there, and they'll never move. They will always spawn in. Granted, one negative drawback to this: if you leave them in this general vicinity, there is always a chance that it can mess up the respawn rate of unique monsters because these guys are taking up RAM.
Really?
Yeah, they're extra enemies the game needs to load, so it might sacrifice something or skip a stage. So objectively and narratively, there is no reason why you just keep them alive, except maybe just the comedy aspect of it. But these guys are no trouble whatsoever. And as always, quest exclusive enemies always drop silver chests. Granted, a lot of stuff is used as well right now, but hey, it's there if you want it. I don't know how to thank you. That second time you helped me. Chilkin's weak lately? There might be a reason for that. Oh yeah, I don't have time to hang around here chatting. I need to meet up with my friends and tell them my information. The top secret information about Chilkins. Fade out and run away. Well, that's a surprise quest. Bad timing. But good timing for us, and for some odd reason, we get affinity in Alchemoth.
Really?
Yes, even though it literally does not say anything about Alchemoth. But now that the guy's back, we now have a new side quest in place. You have to do this in order to make this side quest activate. Let's do it. You're the one to help out Dunban. Thank you too. It's good to have people like you around. I've seen how strong you are. That sounds weird in my head. I have a request for you. I want you to investigate Silicon Land near Big Nas Snowfield. Top secret information says that Shogun leader is missing. This is our chance for us to do our research. But if you catch again, he might get eaten. Eated. That's why I want you to do it, because you're big and stronger. So they have no leader. Does that happen regularly? Not regularly, but not rarely. Every week or so. When leader goes, they just pick new leader. That's what they've done for a long time. So the Chukins are just like us Homs in that respect. I must admit, this information has somewhat captured my interest. Otherwise, I would just said no. The Blaze Defense 5 is all around useful, so why not? But let's go investigate the Chokin lair and see what we can find. We know where it is, we know where to go, so we'll see you in a bit. Because we passed through it before. In fact, it's right there on the map, so I don't see a need to give you a map explanation. As we go back, we see that there's Vangs and pods. Well,
Pods in a Chilkin lair.
Doesn't really seem like we have anything that we need to see. There aren't any Chilkins here. Maybe Antor's got them.
Yeah, that rustling, yeah, I think they did.
Yeah, it's either that or they've relocated. They've gone on holiday. That's it. That's the side quest. Crown of Antos. There are even coconut cocoons in it. I was like,
Coconuts.
they eat coconuts. They went to seaside and got coconuts. Chilkins on desert island. That's not what I expected. Me neither, buddy. Me neither. The whole ecosystem there might be in danger. That is indeed a problem. No, sorry, generic.
It's always hard to tell.
But he's very serious situation. But hold on for a while. As in, like, a second. Want some friends about it. You're not one of them. So, that side quest is done. And that's pretty much it. Except now we get into the real meat and potatoes. What we do to maintain ecological balance of the mountain? Still haven't found the answer. Not yet. It's a tricky one to solve. What? Isn't it a simple matter? There are two forces against each other. One side has a leader, the other side doesn't. The balance of power has simply been disrupted, correct? A general I would know this. That's it. Just kill strong leader, right? Then everything go back to normal. Just kill things. Kill. That may restore a temporary balance. However, the problem is that Shogun can lead his disappearance. It may be he is just in hiding and observing the situation. That would imply intelligence. If that's true, then balance can come back. That's why we have only one option available to us. We must eliminate both leaders. I like killing. I understand. That's gotta work. They'd be so busy finding out who becomes successor. And the former power balance of Valak Mountain will be restored, because clearly there's no other enemy in this place that could possibly have any arguments. Although I doubt that conflict itself will cease. Chilkin's ancestors have lived on this mountain for a long time. That's how this mountain always has been and always will be. Yes, that's how it always will be. Maybe true. If you agree, then we will help. Really? Then it's also a good thing I know where Adult Leader is. He's in Anto Den, in cave inside Hollow Bone. You must have to try and find Jogging Leader. Understood. Sorry everyone, but I really think we should accept this request, otherwise you're going to hate me. And here's the thing, you can't say no to this side quest. So we have to find creatures that live on Valak Mountain. This is awesome, because Dunban, as a character, he is a fan of bugs. So I kind of like that he, one, has inherent interest in this, because like, I'm a general. I run an outlet of soldiers. This guy does too. So like a militant status, and I like that Dunban finds interest in that. But before we go on, you might want to have quick step available to you, either that or just have a real good timing with jumping, because you can't simply go off on this slide. We have just simply equipped a quick step 5. Now, if you look closely down there, you'll see that there's a gap down there. Well, bye, Charla. Enjoy. Bye, medic. I love the slides in the AI. It's just so funny. But yes, you need to make a jump at the end of the cave. It's awkward, but you hit it. But if you look at the mini-map, you have another one to go to. If you aren't good at timing, get ready to use a lot of quick travel. Dunban just flew right back to the Nopon camp.
And he survived that somehow.
Inertia, or just the fact that Dunban is a really cool dude. Mercifully though, they knew this side quest might be time consuming, and that's why they put a fast travel point right there at the entrance. That I can appreciate. At least that gives me an essence that they knew what a player might do. But yeah, this is jank. I've said this a few times in the series, but it bears repeating. Xenoblade Chronicles is not a platformer in any way, shape or form. Yes, it's cool. Yes, it's charming. It might give you a few laughs every now and then, but over time, it can be a bit frustrating, especially when you take fall damage, you lose control, you lose momentum, and you lose a good angle. You have to literally do it at the last minute or when you get a good height angle. I said this back in Machina briefly, but again, I'm going to say it again. Do not try and do something which a genre is not well known for. That's like saying a card game should have FPS functions in it. Some genres just should not mix. Wow, you landed right near the researcher. The Nopon having a right laugh. That's for damn sure.
Look at that idiot doing all that.
Woo, friend slide. But yes, this is annoying, I will say, for a period of time. The only thing that I can tell you to do is similar to the fallen arm. If you feel like you're not getting the correct angle, you need to run backwards and try and get a better position. And then try and build up momentum. A quick step 5 helps in this regard. It helps you build up momentum. Another option you might want to have is have Ricky, who can build even more speed. But at the end of the day, though, we want to go with Dunban because it just feels right. It's his quest after all. As you can tell, this can get awkward and very annoying very fast. Especially since there's no, like, lip, there's no defined marking on the cave. It's literally just guesswork. this is where I feel like Xenoblade Chronicles graphical fidelity actually starts to hinder an element of the game, because it just goes by so randomly and it all looks the same. You can't really get a good fit as Dunban goes headfirst into a box. Box ban! Dunbox! That's a marketing name somewhere. Dunbox. Yeah, I Dunbox. A day's gone past and Xenoblade and Dunban is still on the slide.
He can't use his legs anymore.
Nope. He's going on crutches for the rest of the adventure. Box ban again. We get like a box breaker sound effect every time that happens. It's like a quick thump. At least Dunban's hair is on the fritz every time this happens. That's a bit more comedy, I suppose. Oh my god, he hit 2 boxes. Dunban's like a pinball. Good lord. Dunban going on the slide. Wee. And you thought my brother didn't like to have fun. Look at him. He's enjoying himself breaking his legs. Look at him. Oh, you died! Oh, you died!
I don't know what sets the threshold for that. What makes me die?
I just like to imagine that Nopon was going, before friends die? Buy? Want to buy something? Or he just nicks Dunban's wallet. Yoink! Oh, and this is a train wreck, man. Oh, come on! He just skips off the boxes. I wonder if you can boundary break. I wonder if you can just clip through the ground, just soar through the world. What if you can activate the loading zone for Sword Valley through this? Because you could technically phase through the world and somehow get beneath the boulders at a block of Sword Valley. Ouch! I like how you live there. Dunban's got a broken neck now, but he's alive. He's living. What is going on? It's never this hard. At least we're getting collectibles out of it. Freaking yay. Bit late now, but thanks, game. Jesus. I become a ghost. I'm floating through the air. There's just a production line of Dunbans just that's going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So we missed this one because Alice was too busy laughing. And Dunban dies into a frozen death because clearly nothing he's done so far warrants a death, even though he's died already. Dunban number 24. Up next on Slide.
Mumcar's rolling in his grave right now.
Seriously? This guy beat me. He got the Monado. I killed myself for this prat. How did you survive Sword Valley? Boy, Dunban, I would really hate to see if you lost your leg in Sword Valley. God. This is the worst Mumcar impression I've ever heard. Good for you! We finally freaking did it! It is all a balance between getting a good height as well as good momentum. If you're able to do that, then you're all good. Now, there is another reason why this side quest is a bit challenging. These guys hear you, and these guys can see you. If you are at the same level that they are, they will hear you land, you take fall damage, and you start on the back foot. Get used to this. The game starts to pull, in my honest opinion, what I like to call subtle challenges. We've had some unique monsters which have veiled examples of this, but nothing really directly like this. But as we get a good shot of the frickin' ice,
You wouldn't want to let us down now, would you? My rifle's getting hotter. Lana, get with us.
and everyone's feeling fine, I take on the leader of the Antals, I guess. Well, here we have a barbaric Citri. Not really much to say, in all honesty. Dive Impact is his talent art.
And it does blow down.
Yep.
Gotta concentrate.
Acid Bath, which is causing defense down. Devour, which is a status, and it can steal for your health.
Don't underestimate me.
Devour Preparation, which pierces and binds, so he has a combo about him. And Metabolism, which simply physical protect.
And he's immune to break.
Yes. Seeing how he's not above the 50 mark, he doesn't give unique art books. Apart from that, if you can just get past his health stock, then you're all good. But if you think that this fight is all but over, you're wrong. When I said that there's an essence of implied challenge, I think you'll see what I mean in a little bit.
All out.
He's all dead.
Let's press on and on and on.
But if you look behind you, Banquet Vazago. I'd like to assume that that's like a pun on Iago. But who to say? What I mentioned about implied challenge, you would fall down the slope, get fall damage, immediately get recognized by the spider, and inside the pods, because you're still fighting and causing a stir, this guy would come out at the same time. You'd have to deal with fall damage and having two unique monsters on your ass. Implied challenge is not just in the enemy stats alone, but I might as well get first guy done. Reckless Light, which pierces, Winged Awakening, which gives him a few more levels, Big Down Swipe, which is a topple, Big Side Swipe, which is frontal locking, if I can knock you back, Down Swipe, which can daze, and Side Swipe, which is frontal lock. Fun fact though, his Side Swipe doesn't topple you. So he's not quite the Mechon, but still. On their own, not that challenging. Together, given the things that they do, yeah, it could be a rough time if you are not prepared.
And you'd probably come down here when you're like level 45, level 50.
Yeah.
So we have a level advantage right now.
And we did this just for time brevity, because the one thing that we did not want to do is do the slide, die how many times, and then have to do the slide again. Because you saw us on our first attempt on getting to the slide. Not fun. Not fun. At least not after the first 5 times. But that's it. The balance powder been balanced, I guess. Now, let's get our rewards. I have defeated the Shogun leader and Antol leader. Yeah, I know it.
I heard you falling. Saw you falling.
I figured something was going on that should keep them quiet for a bit. Hope this will preserve the balance on Valak Mountain. It must have been difficult, but you did a very good job, but also looked fun. How did you do it? I have a strong will. I told myself that I will protect this mountain's ecosystem. It's rare to find such resolute with this in this cold, hostile place. Well, I wouldn't go that far. Fiora approached you to say I was obstinate. But it was your strong will that saved this whole place. Thank you on behalf of Valak Mountain. Side quest done, and we only got the skill tree said for only once. Dunban's Obstinate skill tree has been unlocked, and we get affinity for Valak Mountain for some reason.
Alchemoth.
Yeah, Alchemoth, sorry. And Obstinance. Prioritizing this trait will improve physical defense. So I'll happily take that. A defensive Dunban is always a good option to have. But with that, guys, that's another skill tree in the bag, and another place that's been balanced thanks to the power of Dunban. I yes, you also saved a Nupon from being froze to death in the cave. You know, that counts too. The Nupon cycle continues. And so does this series. So, with that, guys, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Because I think I know exactly what I want to do next. We'll see you next time.